Jubilees chapter 5. And it came to pass when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the messengers of God saw them on a certain year of this Jubilee, that they were beautiful to look on. And they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose, and they bore sons to them, and they were giants. And lawlessness increased on the earth, and all flesh corrupted its way, man and cattle and beast and bird, and everything that walks on the earth alike. All of them corrupted their ways in their orders, and they began to devour each other. And lawlessness increased on the earth, and every imagination of the thoughts of all men was evil continually. And God looked on the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, and all flesh had corrupted its orders, and all that were on the earth had worked all manner of evil before his eyes. And he said that he would destroy man and all flesh on the face of the earth, which he had created. But Noah found grace before the eyes of the Lord. And against the messengers whom he had sent on the earth, he was exceedingly angry, and he gave command to root them out of all their dominion. And he commanded us to bind them in the depths of the earth. And behold, they are bound in the midst of them, and are kept separate. And a command went out against their sons from before his face, that they should be smitten with the sword and be removed from under the heavens. And he said, My spirit will not always abide on man, for they are also flesh, and their days will be 120 years. And he sent his sword into their midst, that each should slay his neighbor. And they began to slay each other until they all fell by the sword, and were destroyed from the earth. And their fathers were witnesses of their destruction. And after this they were bound in the depths of the earth forever, until the day of the great condemnation, when judgment is executed on all those who have corrupted their ways and their works before the Lord. And he destroyed all from their places, and there was not left even one of them whom he did not judge according to all their wickedness. And he made for all his works a new and righteous nature, so that they should not sin in their whole nature forever, but should be all righteous, each in his kind always. And the judgment of all is ordained and written on the heavenly tablets in righteousness, even the judgment of all who depart from the path which is ordained for them to walk in. And if they do not walk therein, judgment is written down for every creature and for every kind. And there is nothing in the heavens or on earth, or in light or in darkness, or in Sheol, or in the depth, or in the place of darkness, which is not judged. And all their judgments are ordained and written and engraved. In regard to all he will judge, the great according to his greatness, the small according to his smallness, and each according to his way. And he is not one who will regard the person of any, nor is he one who will receive gifts. If he says that he will execute judgment on each, if one gave everything that is on the earth, he will not regard the gifts or the person of any, nor accept anything at his hands, for he is a righteous judge. And of the sons of Israel it has been written and ordained that if they turn to him in righteousness, he will forgive all their transgressions and pardon all their sins. It is written and ordained that he will show mercy to all who turn from all their guilt once each year. And as for all those who corrupted their ways and their thoughts before the flood, no man's person was accepted save that of Noah alone. For his person was accepted in behalf of his sons, whom God saved from the waters of the flood on his account. For his heart was righteous in all his ways, according as it was commanded regarding him. And he had not departed from anything that was ordained for him. And the Lord said that he would destroy everything which was on the earth, both men and cattle and beast and bird of the air, and that which moves on the earth. And he commanded Noah to make himself an ark, that he might save himself from the waters of the flood. And Noah made the ark in all respects as he commanded him. In the 27th Jubilee of year, in the 5th week in the 5th year, on the new moon of the first month, 1307 a.m., and he entered in the sixth year thereof, 1308 a.m., in the second month, on the new moon of the second month, until the 16th. And he entered, and all that we brought to him into the ark, and the Lord closed it from outside on the 17th evening. And the Lord opened 7 floodgates of the heavens in the mouths of the fountains of the great deep, 7 mouths in number. And the floodgates began to pour down water from the heavens 40 days and 40 nights. And the mountains of the deep also sent up waters until the whole earth was full of water. And the waters increased on the earth. The waters rose 15 cubits above all the high mountains, and the ark was lifted up above the earth. And it moved on the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed on the face of the earth 5 months, 150 days. And the ark went and rested on the top of Lumbar, one of the mountains of Ararat. And on the new moon, in the 4th month, the fountains of the great deep were closed, and the floodgates of the heavens were restrained. And on the new moon of the 7th month, all the mouths of the abysses of the earth were opened, and the waters began to descend into the deep below. And on the new moon of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains were seen, and on the new moon of the 1st month, the earth became visible, and the waters disappeared from above the earth in the 5th week in the 7th year, 1309 a.m. Thereof, and on the 17th day in the 2nd month of the earth was dry, and on the 27th thereof, he opened the ark and sent out from it beast and cattle and bird and every moving thing.